Every Sunday when I take Mr. Dog's car out to get it gassed, sometimes I go by and wash it. Yeah, I run it through one of those machines, but I also get out and wipe it down, I dry it off, vacuum it, I clean the inside of it as well. The 2018 RAV4 just turned over 75,000 miles on that thing. This thing runs like a top. Legitimate 300,000 mile car if you take care of them, do the routine maintenance on it. It is not just a RAV4, it's a RAV4. But yes, just like I was saying, I also like to clean the interior, the glass, all that good stuff, because I just can't wash my truck only. Actually, I wash this one probably more than I wash my truck, because there's something about my truck that it just likes to stay dirty. And I'm good with that. It's got a basic interior, no leather, nothing like that. So you spill a little something somewhere, I wipe it down. It's easy, it's fast. I'm not so worried. It's always got dirt on the outside, and I'm fine with that. It's just different. Like other cars, I want to keep them pristine looking. My truck, yeah, it looks good when it's dirty, so I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable with it. All right. On with the rest of the video. All right, I have several things I'm going to cover. It looks like we're on the brink of war with India and Pakistan. I've been following this. Y'all know this, and I'm going to keep following it. Also, we had a real a horror tragedy go on in what was this? British Columbia, Vancouver. Overnight, this was, I don't care what they call it, this was a terrorist attack. And it can happen anywhere. I'm going to go over that and what we should do about it. Also talk about the 10-second rule. I also have a terrific passage I will share with you towards the end of the video. Stay tuned. Brink of war. Things keep escalating with Pakistan and India. Now, these are longtime rivals, adversaries. This started last week when a group of citizens from India were attacked. Many lost their lives in an unprovoked attack by some people from Pakistan. Now, I didn't say if it was the army or whatever it was, but it was on the border region there. I believe it was near Kashmir, which has been a very hotly contested area of the border between these two countries for a long time. Things keep escalating. India has threatened to turn off the water supply to Pakistan, so they're in kind of a panic about that. And there's been some skirmishes, a lot of back and forth, some gunfire last few days. Now, if these two really go toe-to-toe and go at it, they're both nuclear powers. This is a serious situation. Okay, so we're going to keep our eyes on this as well. Okay, hopefully it starts to tamp down. I saw also where hundreds of illegal migrants were arrested in a Colorado nightclub overnight. This was in Colorado Springs, Colorado. All kinds of savory people were in this deal. It says this is a spot that is frequented by Trinanagua. I'm probably saying that wrong. I think that's the Venezuelan gang. It's hard to believe just to say this. MS-13, Hell's Angels. Hey, the place to be on Saturday night, right? Not for us, right? But anyway, hundreds were arrested. Now, hey, if they're here illegally, and deport them, get them out. Judge or no judge, get them out of here. They're breaking the law. You're doing the lawful thing and doing that, right? And deporting them. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Now, this is really bad. This was also overnight, apparently, Vancouver, British Columbia. There was a festival going on last night. This was celebrating Filipino culture. There were a lot of people out there, families, kids. So some dude 30-year-old man drives an SUV into these large crowds, y'all. Full bore. Just runs them over with no warning. These people in cold blood now. Downed by a vehicle. I saw a picture of this vehicle, the front of it, and it looked like it hit another car. And maybe it did, but it hit a lot of people. 9 people lost their lives in this thing, y'all. 9 people unalived. Many injured in this. They did catch the guy. From the way I read the story, it sounded like other people in the crowd took it upon themselves to detain this guy. Good on them. And held him for the police to get there. You know, if I were in that crowd, I'm not sure what kind of shape he'd be in before the police got there. You know what? Especially if you're a family member of one of these people. But, you know, we probably will never hear anything else about it. That sounds like a terrorist attack to me, personally. I don't care what they call it. I don't know what else. I don't, you know, no matter what else they say. It can happen anywhere. Be careful in crowds. We need to keep our awareness top notch. You know, anywhere you go. Especially these outdoor events, y'all. Ball games, Little League, church events. I don't care what it is. These big Easter egg hunt things, school, ball, you know, like I said, ball games, concerts, all these little gatherings, these outdoor shopping things, these outdoor malls, these festivals. A lot of festivals, you know, we're still in that season. A lot of festivals go on outdoors, spring and fall and into summer. And we need to keep our wits about us. It's easy to lose. It's so easy to kind of, our antenna to come down. And, you know, especially when we're a crowd, when we're in a crowd, we kind of have that safety in numbers kind of natural mentality that falls. I know I'm guilty of it. And so we kind of let our guard down, as opposed to if we were out somewhere alone, right? If you're alone somewhere, or you just 1 or 2 people, you know, you just kind of naturally, most people are more naturally kind of aware, you know, like what's going on, you know, just make sure, you know, around our surroundings. But when you're in a crowd, everybody's happy, you're having a good time, it's a festival, you're buying stuff, you know, and eating a corn dog and whatever. And, you know, you kind of lose yourself in that. And at night, especially, it's hard to see the threats coming. And we need to keep aware. 10-second rule also can apply to this. Now, it's harder to apply to this as opposed to when you're driving up somewhere, you know, like you going to a store. Like I'm about to go into a store here. I'm about to gas up. I'm in his dog's car. You know, when you pull up somewhere, or when you're going anywhere, really, I guess, even when you're walking into a store, 10-second rule, do a scan, you know, get the big picture of what's going on around this place. All right. If you see something that doesn't set right with your gut, turn around or delay, stay in your vehicle and keep it locked. Give it a few seconds, give it a minute. Ms. Dog and I have done this many times. And when the threat passed or whatever got resolved, or, you know, I've pulled up before and people are out arguing, not like physically fighting, but they're arguing and it's the scene and people are gathering, and I just drive off, come back later, I go somewhere else. Don't even want to be in any of that, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what they're capable of or what it's going to escalate into, right? I'm not going to be near that. Go the other way. Avoid it. That's the best thing to do. I've walked into stores before to where stuff is happening, or you hear stuff going on, arguing, yelling, and all that. I mean, you just have to really, it's a judgment call. But if your gut doesn't feel right about it, trust the gut, okay? It's an instinct. All right? It's God-given. I'm convinced. It's a warning. Go the other way. Don't even risk it. All right? If you got a bad feeling, don't push it. So 10-second rule is a good one too. It's just, when you pull up anywhere, getting gas, any parking lot especially, or like I said, going into a store, anywhere. All right, I hope that's helpful. But trying to keep up with the news and such. Also with news, no matter what it is, no matter if it's one of these cable channels, websites, just think critically. Let's think for ourselves. Let's ask ourselves some questions, the reality checks, like, who does this benefit? Is there a pattern here? There's so much psyops going on, y'all. It really is. Let's be careful of that and limit it, limit that kind of stuff, that exposure. It's not like, remember way back in the day, people just read the news on TV, right? You just got a kind of a snapshot of what's going on maybe around the world, but they didn't necessarily have all the commentary with it, right? Such a different time. I want to go to a passage because it's a good one. Going into, I believe, Psalm. Yeah. Psalm. I'm not sure if I've read this particular one. Psalm chapter 46, first few verses. God is our refuge and strength, and ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. He is our refuge, our strength, ever-present help in trouble, y'all. Ever-present, not just part-time, not when you just ask for it. It's all the time, and that's why we should keep in prayer. We should stay close to Jesus. He is our Savior. He's the key, y'all. The light of the world. Let's keep that in mind. I hope that's encouraging. But we're about to go into a new week. I'm getting the car here ready for Mrs. Dog. She has to battle Metro Atlanta traffic, y'all. And I know some of y'all probably deal with it too. Or somewhere else in Metro City somewhere. Or in the city, heaven forbid, y'all, gosh. But it's just awful. I'm lucky I have about a 20-25 minute ride. I don't have to get on the interstate. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed. So anyway, let's be safe out there. No matter what you're doing, driving, shopping, school, visiting, whatever you do. Stay alert, but do your things. And do not be afraid. Be observant. Be prepared, right? Be prepared. Stay close to Jesus. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.